Welcome back to my channel. Say hi, Dee Bear. Hi, everybody. This Q&A was actually inspired by Steph Parsons, and Steph Parsons is an amazing makeup artist, and she's also a YouTube blogger here in Newfoundland, and I watched her wedding video, and I thought it was so much fun, so I stole her idea, and now I'm doing the same thing. You guys to ask me any questions at all that you wanted to know about my own wedding, and I would answer them. Just to start off, I'm getting married April 19th in Cancun, which is less than 2 months away, which is just crazy. Anyways, number one, so why did you choose to get married down south? Basically, I'm a hairstylist. I have my own business where I do styling for brides, and I'm booked up now for the next 2 years, which is so amazing. Basically, it came down to we were trying to set a date, and I just honestly didn't have time during regular wedding season. We didn't really want to get married in the winter or an off season, so we kind of just started to explore our options. Evan and I are both really laid-back people, so we thought it would be fun to get married down south. So that's honestly how it came to be. That's why we chose down south, was because I just simply really didn't have much time to get married here. I would have had to get married. I could have at that point. We got engaged in 2016, so I was booked up fully for 2017 and most of 2018 at that point. So really the only time I could have got married, say, on a Friday, but then I would have had to work a wedding on Saturday, and I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to take some time off work and just enjoy, you know, that time, and down south just kind of allowed that time for me. I'm off, it's not wedding season for me, so it just kind of works out that, you know, we could get married at that time. So that's kind of how down south came to be. The next question was, why did you choose your resort? So we're getting married at the Panama Jack Resort in Cancun. It's it looks like a beautiful resort. I've actually never been to Cancun or down south anywhere really, so let's hope it's good. But I started to do some research, and it was a kid-friendly resort, which was really important to us. We both had nieces and nephews and wanted them to be there, so that was really important to us. We wanted good food, a clean resort. Yeah, so that's kind of how I started with the research. It has an all-glass Catholic chapel, and we were both raised Catholic, and we just thought it would be really, really beautiful to get married there. So it's literally all glass, and it's overlooking the ocean in Mexico, and it's really, really stunning. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to get married there. I can't wait. So that's kind of how we got to the resort. Again, let's hope it's good. So the next question was, do you have a theme or a color scheme? I guess yes, maybe. The girls are wearing, it's ivory champagne. It's a very light color. Evan is wearing a navy blue suit, and he's wearing like a matte deep wine red sort of deal tie. Everything is very nude, neutral. No crazy colors, anything like that. I just kind of really like everything white, simple, classic, elegant, timeless sort of deal. So I wouldn't say there's a lot of color. There's a few little splashes of like wine red thrown in there in different places, but more so honestly it's just white. That's kind of the color scheme. When it comes to theme, I've always kind of dreamt of just super romantic, lots of candles, you know, that sort of deal. Having our reception on a rooftop overlooking the ocean, and honestly I'm not too concerned about decor because I kind of want to let the ocean be the backdrop, but I do really like really pretty lighting, and just really simple, really romantic, timeless, classic. So I guess I would say that's kind of what my theme and color scheme is. I got multiple people ask me, and I wasn't surprised. I was kind of waiting for this question. Have you decided on a hairstyle? And how hard is it to decide with your career being styling brides' hair? Okay, so yes, I have decided on a hairstyle, finally. I've gone back and forth like a million times. I have picked like a million different styles. You know, I get to see so many different styles, and I just fall in love with their look, and then I'm like, oh my god, 100%, that's what I'm having. I love it, I'm obsessed, I need it, da da da, whatever. and then I see something else and I just fall in love with that. So yeah, it's super, super hard to choose. I finally did choose. I'm really excited about it. It's totally me. Part of that question, it is very difficult because of that's what I do for a living, because I'm always inspired by brides. I just have a little bit of a connection with their wedding day, so I just like love their hair. And yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes I do a wedding and I'm just like, oh my god, that updo was fabulous. I love doing that so much. I'm gonna go home and do an updo in my own hair. And then I come home and I put on my pajamas and I put my hair in a bun and I never do an updo. So it's kind of like, I want to do everything. I wish I could do like 15 different hairstyles that day. That would be really fun. But I have chose one and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it. Yay. Okay, next question. Have you decided on a makeup look? Yes, I have decided on a makeup look. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. One of my best friends is a makeup artist, so I've literally talked back and forth with her like 8 million times about what we're gonna do. And I love makeup myself. Like I find it so much fun. For me, it's really just like another way to be creative, so I love makeup. I kind of just decided amazing lashes, beautiful perfect skin, glowy, dewy. I'm kind of gonna let her do her thing when it comes to like my eyes and stuff like that, but I do have very fabulous lily lashes that I'm so excited to wear. I can't wait to wear them. So yeah, I'm really excited for the lashes. That was like the one thing I knew what I was going to do. Other than that, I didn't really know. This one is obviously from Allison Best, and it says, do you feel blessed to have such an amazing makeup artist? Yes, I feel so blessed. I actually, I met Allison working in the wedding industry. I didn't know her before I worked with her. And I actually knew of her dog because she has a famous Instagram dog. Adorable Hank. Hi. Anyway, so I met her and we just like clicked. We became like so close and she's so hilarious. Anyways, before I even like really knew her, I asked her to do my engagement makeup, and she did it, and I just like felt so amazing that day. I didn't even want to go to bed that night. I didn't even want to wash my face. I just felt so like fierce and fabulous. So I was like, oh, I need her to come to Mexico and take care of my face. I originally was just going to do my own makeup, but then, you know, you want to be pampered, and then I realized I could never do my own makeup like Allison can do my makeup. So I actually messaged Allison and asked her would she come to Mexico. I didn't even know her at this point. So that's pretty crazy, and now she's one of my best friends. So yeah, I'm very blessed to have such an amazing makeup artist. Thank you, Allison. Okay, next question. Are you having a big bridal party? Yes, I am having a very big bridal party. I have 7 girls standing for me. They're, you know, they're the closest people in my life, and I wouldn't want to leave anyone out, so I don't regret that at all. Actually, I always love the energy of a really, like, big group. I just think it's always so much fun. Everyone's, like, so excited, and everyone's drinking mimosas, and it's such a good time. So I'm actually really excited we have a big group. Do you feel working in the industry has made you feel more or less stressed about planning your own wedding? Okay. So I'm not a super stressed out person. Like, you know, it takes like a lot to stress me out. So, you know, I wouldn't naturally be very stressed out over my own wedding anyways, but I would say working in the industry has probably made me less stressed. I really worked weddings where like the tent they were supposed to get married in just blew away, and it always ends up working out. You know, it always works out. Things go wrong, things happen, you know. So no, I'm not very stressed, but I'm even less stressed because I know it's going to work out, because I've never seen it not work out. It's always going to be okay. Everything's not going to go as planned, so I just don't really plan anything. Yeah, that's a good way to be. So yeah, I'm not very overly stressed. Did you try on a lot of dresses? Not really. I think I maybe tried on like maybe max 10. I went to the first place where I actually ended up buying my dress, and then I left there because I was like, oh, I don't know, you know, it's just such a hard decision. And I went to another place. I think I tried on a lot, like I tried on maybe like 4 or 5 there, and I just kept thinking about this one dress. I knew it was the right one. I really should have never left. So I went back, and yeah, so I maybe tried on 10 max. What is your dress like? I won't go too into detail in case Evan watches this video. I mean, maybe. But it's I think it's super beautiful. I love my dress. You know, it's I wish I could explain it. I really do. Really do. But I won't. But it's beautiful. Okay. You always dream of your wedding. Not really. Like, in terms of a wedding dress, I love wedding dresses. I think they're so beautiful. I love like cool designers when it comes to wedding dress, that sort of thing. I've always dreamt of my wedding dress. I've always dreamt of my wedding hair and makeup. Yes, absolutely 100%. But I don't know if I've ever really dreamt of all the other things. There's a few things I've dreamt about growing up, and one would be the first dance. I've always dreamt of that just being a really magical moment. I've dreamt of like my groom seeing me on the aisle for the first time. I've dreamt of, you know, the big moments like that, but in terms of like flowers and all that kind of stuff, never ever dreamt of that. Honestly, I really don't care too much about that stuff. I'm more so into like the sentimental and mushy stuff. What has been the hardest decision to make in the whole process? Hardest decision has probably been hairstyle. Was a good one. It was a pretty hard decision. I love music. I absolutely love music. Again, I've always dreamt of those special moments, so like your first dance and all that kind of stuff. So music, honestly, music's probably been the hardest thing for me. I love music and I just want like the perfect song for everything. So I would say music, but I have that all figured out. But I'd probably listen to like 300 songs trying to decide what songs I want for different things. Did you help pick out your own engagement ring? No, I did not help pick out my own engagement ring. I definitely might have left Pinterest open once or twice on the computer for him to see, maybe. And I also probably said in passing that I love a princess cut ring and a thin band with diamonds. Maybe might have said that. But no, I didn't help pick it out. I didn't know he was picking it out. I didn't know he had it. I didn't know he was proposing. I obviously knew, I mean, we had talked about marriage and wanting the same things, of course, but I didn't help pick out my ring, and I didn't know anything else about that. So I was really surprised, and I love my ring. My ring is beautiful. This one, I also got multiple people ask me, and I was not surprised about that. Are you doing your own hair? No, I am not doing my own hair. My sister is a hairstylist. She's an amazing hairstylist. We actually did hair school together. We went to hair school together in Ontario. So she's doing my hair, and I'm really, really excited. I might maybe like grab the curling iron from her a couple times, like perhaps. Sorry, Lori. Love you. This was the last question I got. How did you meet your fiance? So I met Evan back, it's like almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years ago in August. My best friend's parents are from Bell Island. He's originally from Bell Island. My girlfriend had messaged me there and said, do you want to go to Bell Island? Dad's having a fundraiser. We're just going to go over to the curling club, drink, get some poutine. I heard poutine. I wanted to go. So yeah, so I went. Went to the curling club, and there was probably a whole 10 people at the curling club. It was bumping, and there was actually a dog running around the curling club. I'll never forget that. Like, there was a dog in the curling club on Bell Island. It was wild. Anyways, I was sat on this stool, like drinking a cooler, and I was ready to like go get my poutine, which is why I went to Bell Island in the first place. And Evan was actually over visiting his parents, or like over with his friends for the night. So him and his friends walked in. Evan is 6'4". He's really tall. He's beautiful. I think he's beautiful, and he's so handsome. And I just noticed him right away. So I actually said to my girlfriend, "Who's he?" He looked at my friend and said, "Who's your blonde friend?" And yeah, the rest is history. So that is how we met. Thank you so much for watching my first Q&A. You know, most of my videos will probably be me styling hair. This is what I love to do, but this was really fun. If you like this video, hit subscribe.